This is Tom Fox. I'd like to welcome you to the newest addition to the Compliance Podcast Network, the Compliance Tip of the Day. This is the podcast where we bring you daily insights and practical advice on navigating the ever-evolving landscape of compliance requirements. Whether you're a seasoned compliance professional or just starting your journey, my aim in this podcast is to provide you with a bite-sized, actionable tip to help you stay on top of your compliance game. Join us as we explore the latest trends from the Department of Justice, share some best practices, demystify complex compliance issues to help keep your organization doing business ethically and in compliance, and at the end of the day, more profitably. Tune in daily for your dose of compliance wisdom. Let's make compliance a little less daunting, one tip at a time. Now a word from the sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, Ethico.
In compliance, the value of anonymous reporting is undeniable. But with Ethico, anonymity doesn't mean a loss of connection. Our blinded, two-way communication fosters an environment of trust and confidentiality, encouraging open and honest dialogue. It's not just about receiving reports. It's about understanding the story behind each one, creating a culture of integrity and respect. Transform your approach to anonymous reporting with Ethico. Begin your journey at ethico.com/CPN, where you can book a demo, access an exclusive white paper by Tom Fox titled The ROI of Compliance, and utilize our free ROI calculator.
Today I want to talk about using social media to innovate in compliance. One of my dear friends in compliance is Louis Sapperman, who was previously CCO at Dun & Bradstreet, also at Panasonic North American. But at D&B, he really was very innovative in the way he used social media for his getting his message out. And this was in the middle of an FCPA enforcement action. So I think his story is even more powerful. He emphasized the tech-savvy nature of the D&B workforce. But this is not simply about having a younger workforce. If your company is in the services business, it means you're going to have an employee base using technological tools to deliver solutions. He also pointed to the data-driven nature of D&B. So using tech tools to deliver products and solutions is something that the company had been doing for some time. The use of these technological tools led the company to consider how such techniques could be internalized in disciplines which may not have incorporated them previously. Not surprisingly, with almost any successful corporate initiative, it all starts with the top, literally with the former CEO of D&B, Robert Kerrigan. Sapperman noted that Kerrigan saw the advantage of using social media internally and challenged many in the organizations to take a new look at the way their functions were using social media. From this, Sapperman and his team saw the advantages of using social media to facilitate a two-way communication. Internally, D&B identified a tool called Chatter, which was similar to Twitter, and he created internal chat rooms with the hashtag Do the Right Thing. And in this Chatter environment, both Sapperman and his compliance team were able to hold real-time discussions with literally a worldwide workforce. They seeded the Chatter Jam so that the employees were aware of the expectations and to engage in the discussion respectfully of others. Employees were reminded that if they had specific or individual concerns, they should bring them to the compliance team directly. However, as these Chatter Jams progress, Sapperman did not feel the need to admonish the employees or give them additional warnings. I'd like you to think about how you can use what we used to call a tweet up, what Sapperman created at D&B Chatter Jams, to really talk to your employees and engage in a 360-degree, meaning outbound and inbound communications about compliance. It can be a very powerful tool going forward. This month's sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, including this podcast, is Ethico. Have you ever wondered about the ROI of your compliance program or had concerns with presenting budget proposals to your CFO? Well, I partnered with Ethico to write a white paper on the ROI of compliance and how you can think through compliance as an investment strategy. Ethico has put together a ROI calculator for you. Check them out on the website. This is Tom Fox again. This new podcast, Compliance Tip of the Day, will appear daily. And frankly, it's one of the most requested topics for a podcast that I get on a regular basis. It's going to be short and sweet with one tip with some takeaways that you can utilize to implement into your compliance program. If you've got a question that you would like a tip on, please submit them through our website, and we will use them in an upcoming episode. The compliance tip of the day is a production of the award-winning Compliance Podcast Network.